Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show live, and on today's show, well, to be perfectly honest, I couldn't even think of a proper agenda, but we will look at the event store, and yeah, I'll just generally be answering your questions tonight. So let me know where you're hailing in from today. The chat is open. Super chats are also available. Don't forget to click the join button if you are not a channel member and would like to become one. The best way to help donate to the channel is through the membership. So what have I got there? Bit of bleach on the top. So, but anyway, come in everyone, and how are we all doing today? Got to admit, I'm absolutely knackered. You'd think that maybe a few nights of well, going to bed early at least would actually help me, but unfortunately it hasn't, and I'm still quite tired. But yeah, and I really don't think this month's arc has really helped me. I mean, I don't know how you guys are also finding this month's arc, but I'm finding it very monotonous. It's just wave after wave after wave after wave. Yes, I think it could be summed up similar to that professor that Picard mentioned in the episode in The Next Generation where there was on the Federation runabout. Oh, bloody, I can't remember the name of the episode. The one that dealt with time and aliens in the Romulan warp core. So where Picard was going on and mentioning about this particular professor who was just going on and on and on and on and on. So, but hey, I have not done this in a while, so might as well just give it a quick shot, haven't we? See if we can actually get it. If we can actually just do it one-handed. Oh, I did get it. I'll take a direct hit there. That poor Warbird's gone. Oh, down to 2 stars. That's not good. Well, luckily I've got a 3-star for it anyway, so. But, yeah. So, now, I do apologise that the show's come on to a... Oh, I didn't mean to click on this one. I'll finish it off. Let's go for the crit. Oh, full-on critical. Get it down. I am looking at moving the streams over to a Wednesday night, because obviously on a Tuesday... Lube is doing his Twitch streams on a Tuesday now, so, and he's an NDA content creator, so he's got more whamp than I have, and especially when he does his Battle Pass giveaways. I don't get to play the marbles because obviously I'm on stream at the same time, so I'm looking at changing over to the Wednesdays, with the exception of Arcfall, which actually is the time he runs those Battle Pass giveaways, really. So, I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes. Because obviously we've got Christmas coming up as well on Monday. Yes, this coming Monday we have Christmas. Yay. I hope you're all in the Christmas spirit. I'm bar humbug at the minute. I'm literally a bar humbug. I just literally don't have the Christmas spirit this month. Literally, in fact... I've noticed the last couple of years I've not really been in the Christmas spirit, which is a shame really, with 3 kids, well, 2 young ones at least. You'd think that I'd try and get into the Christmas spirit, but yeah. I mean, we've got all the presents that we can actually possibly get for them this year, so it doesn't seem an awful lot, but with the way finances are, we get what we've got. Hey, Paul, welcome in. Thanks very much, buddy. Yeah, I can try and cheer up. I mean, coming to talk to you guys, hopefully I will cheer up. So, drop your comments in the chat, guys. Let's get some talking. Let's rip this game apart tonight. Let's shred it, because stability is still not the best, is it? I mean, how many of you are still suffering crashes, error 5s? I mean, I've got another one that keeps popping up. It's something to do with a game world and something like that. It's a game world error. It just... Don't give me a number. It's just some weird game... It's some weird error. It's like this month, I have found it very monotonous. And it's just like... So much. Hey, John, welcome in. Hey, Damien. it's just so much you've actually got to try and squeeze in. And I do like to try and complete all the events, but this latest mechanic, while I actually love the new mechanic, I can't deny that I do love it. It's a ball ache because there's no way to properly organize it. You can for all best intentions, you can organize it with your alliance and everything, but then there's still somebody else on your server who's going to come in and jump in and try and ruin everything. Luckily, so far, touch wood, I've not actually encountered somebody who's not bothered to listen to a DM when we told them to get, look, can you please leave? This is for our alliance. So, oh, that's what it is. It's the fire stick remote for the big screen behind me. I had some brutal shutdowns. You're used to it. Been frustrating. I like waves, but it's an expensive endeavour. I can't say it's an expensive endeavour at current, David, because obviously I've been doing relatively well in the battle pass, with the exception of one day, literally one day, I decided to leave it till the last half an hour just to do waves, because I was busy for the other 23.5 hours. One, I had to get some sleep. Two, I got to sort my kids out. But so I thought, you know what, I've got half an hour spare. I'm going to try and make sure I get it in before event reset. And what flipping happened? The whole game decided to mess up. The whole game. So literally, I am now a day behind on the wave battle pass. Yeah, I shouldn't be on milestone, what is it, milestone 19? I should actually be on milestone 20. But luckily, we've still got a couple of days left of the expensive repair costs and speed ups. Yeah, exactly, Damien. I will actually agree with that one. It is. Ooh, 4,000 credits. It is expensive in repair costs. I mean, sending 2 ships, it's a bit like your solo armadas. Being able to send 3 ships. In fact, I'll tell you what, we'll do some automated shipyards tonight. Yeah, we'll do some of them tonight. But yeah, you're sending 3 ships in to deal with your solo armadas. So that's like 3 times your cost. And yeah, I even missed a TC yesterday. Oh, sorry. Actually, no. Sorry, earlier today. I totally forgot what was going on. But then again, I had a more important engaging matter to deal with this morning. My daughter's Christmas play at school. So that was actually a better place to be than in a TC. Yes, I could have sent my ships in and they'd have been sat there for the half an hour getting the points. But I just totally forgot that we had it. I had my son's Christmas play yesterday. Obviously, 4-year-old, autistic. Oh no, that's a G5 one. I was just about to say, they're doing formation armadas. See, that's another mechanic I need to actually do, but I've not got time to squeeze it in. I've literally not got time to squeeze it in, and then it's finding players online to actually help you with these. And the most time that I can usually get online is when everyone else has got other stuff in real life to actually do. You know, like the big, most important thing that keeps the roof over their head is like, go to work so they can actually get paid. So, hey Matt, welcome in. Merry Christmas to you, buddy, as well. Obviously, this will be the last live stream before Christmas, so I will just mention that. But we will have one in between Christmas and New Year. Because as far as I'm aware, we are having the Christmas New Year event pass, which is what we've normally had over the last few years. As far as I'm aware, we are still having it. What's coming in that I really do not know. But yeah, it could be kind of interesting to see what they're going to throw at us this year. Because, well, let's face facts, right? The 5-year anniversary. What the hell was that this year? That was actually crap. So I mean, to be perfectly honest, if they really wanted to, I'll cover that one in just a moment, Damien, because I've already got it. I've already been there, and I'm actually going to stress this one. If Scopely really wanted to do, hey Spartan, welcome in, do something proper, you know what they could have done? They could have actually made the event store, you know, how about just like giving us, let's go into the event store. Let's just go into it, right? So No, that's not the pack I want. That's not the pack I want. This one, like, it's stupid. The cost here. So like common ore here, 3,000 for 261. I tell you what, right, for Christmas, knock 90% off that. 90% off the cost. Give me 261 for 300 tokens. 300 is radiation. Yeah, that would have been brilliant. 90% off every single price in this particular bundle. In fact, I tell you what, not just this particular bundle, not just this one, the whole friggin' event store, right? 90% off everything. 90% off everything. Now that would have been a Christmas. Keep us at the same event store, loot. 90% off and really let us go for it. Shove some more officers in. Shove some more ship refits in. Maybe some of the ability skins and things like all that in the army. Shove some of them in there. Knock down prices. That is a real Christmas spend. And I believe it or not, if they actually did something like that, and yes, I thank our spenders for spending money. I think they'd get more people spending more radiation if they actually put more of the stuff in the refits. Because, I mean, what we got in there at the minute? We've got the salvage skins. We've got the G4 uncommon skins. We've got the jellyfish's cloaking device. Whoopie-doo flipping da day. The amalgam cloak. I've got to admit, I've actually got that. It's nice to sneak up on something. You've got over 1 million radiation. Whoa. Right, I'm just going to add... Oh, we have a diplomatic solution on our server going on. Ooh, I'll read that later. Yeah, I mean, the Enterprise D skin. I mean, it's like skins like that, which were readily available back during those particular arcs. They could have shoved in here. I have the damaged Enterprise D skin. I mean, look, right. Gold Cardassian Disruptor is the only bloody one. It's the only bloody one they've stuck in. What about the other ones that we've had in the game for like donkeys? Shove them in here. You know, really get this event store going, especially for Christmas. You've been nutty on Neelix shards. Yeah. Well, strangely enough, you mentioned Neelix, right? As you can see, I've only got 8,000 radiation. And yeah, I'm not going to lie, right? I have gone after Neelix. 170 there. 170 shards in total. I had some shards already. I think I had about 48 shards originally. So, yeah, I've gone after Neelix. My Neelix is only tier 1. Yeah, tier 1. So tonight, he's going to tier 3, and I'm going to show you the change in costs. So you're just tier 4. Nice. As I say, it's a nice boost. And not to mention, obviously, yes, his below deck is burning. There you go. That's the tier 1 abilities. 40% of cost efficiency and 10% to burning. I'll be going up to 30% burning tonight. Hey, welcome back. Long time no see. How are you all been? I know it's probably being asked. Hi, Keith. Welcome in. Long time no see. I'm kind of a little baffled on that one. I know I'm sort of like here and there at the minute because I'm really struggling to figure out videos. I've got a couple that I'm lining up. And one of them is I'm going to tear apart the officer sourcing. I'm at the minute, I'm just going through everything. I'm making notes left, right, and centre. But I'm going to be tearing apart officer sourcing in this game. And then I'm going to look at potentially making one about Armada crews and things like that. Now, as much as I'd love to actually do it here in stream, unfortunately, because we actually tried it, a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, where we tried to record the stream. I tried to record a segment in the stream for video. Didn't work. It actually crashed the stream completely. So, but yeah, so now let's get into the little content side of things. This is the officer that you really want to go with. I know there's only 12 of us here watching. And obviously, my live streams never get to the size of like Rev Juice and Ultimate DJs. Maybe 1 year it will get that high. But at the minute, obviously, to the 12 year, this is the officer I'm going to strongly recommend because of that officer ability, the procurement consultant, because the biotoxins, going after the ball cubes, we're going to go after ball cubes tonight. Get those messages, and that's going to turn into faction credits. Yes, fine, you can only do so much. Oh, thank you very much, Paul. I love you all too. I mean, to be honest, right, Rev's even got the valid point on this one. Content creators, we can't do this without the community. I mean, obviously, there are a lot of good eggheads out there who put in spreadsheets like Jules Verne and Blue Mandalorian. Haha, got it right first time. But a lot of good eggheads out there who are doing all these spreadsheets, doing all this work on the game. And it's great to see all these things coming out. So, but generally, that obviously, we can't do things like this without you guys. So, we appreciate every single one of you. But going back on Neelix, yeah, procurement, like I say, you've got the biotoxins, which is going to go to your Voyager refinery, which can then move on to you being able to mine more stuff. Commerce insignias, which is going to then go for things like ship parts and latinum and things like that. So, to be perfectly fair, Neelix is actually one of the most valuable officers in this. Now, I know, Spartan, you said 7 of 9. And if you are an avid PvP player, then yes, I would recommend 7 of 9 as the next one. If you've got Neelix Max, then yeah, fine. It's the below deck ability you obviously want her for. Now, yes, having that 80% crit damage to against Armadas is actually pretty nice. I'm not going to dispute that one. But 80%, really, when you actually think about how much your base damage is, say your base damage is only 1,000 and your crit damage is 100%. So that's basically only 2,000. Adding an extra 80% to that is only an extra, what, 800 points added onto it? That's about it. 800 to 1,600, somewhere in there. That's literally all it's doing. So, now, yeah, okay. Thinking about it, 1,600 actually sounds a lot better. But again, 800, if it's based on your base damage and just adding it in as critical, yeah, I'm not 100% sure how, but yeah. But 80%, yeah, okay. She's a lot better higher level, so if you can get a higher level, that's brilliant. But a cost of 6,000 each per shard, yeah. And this is where another thing I would say for like a Christmas event store, knock this down to 600, and boo, you've got enough to take Neelix T3. Nice, yeah, exactly. That's what I'll be doing. I've not done him just yet because, like I say, I am going to do it live here on stream. Oh, yeah, she's bloody gorgeous. I mean, Jerry Ryan, she's still bloody good looking, even now at her age. I'm not quite sure how old she is. I think she's in the mid-50s now. But she's still pretty good looking. So, yeah. Although, I will admit, I actually like her a lot more in Star Trek Picard. Because she's not wearing a catsuit and she's not got her hair tied back all the time. She's more free. She's more free-flowing. And the way she can really piss Liam Shaw off is brilliant. But I do prefer it in Picard Season 3. Now, don't get me wrong, she was a great addition to Voyager. Jerry Ryan did have some clarity. From what I've heard, I wasn't there, so I didn't see this one. She had a run-ins with Kate Mulgrew as well. So she was more badass. I think she's more badass in Picard Season 3, in all honesty. But yeah, I will agree, Spartan. Alonzo Freeman is a great officer to also do, especially for the higher level players who are looking at that rep grinding. But then again, we've recently had Picard, Enterprise E Picard, who's got that 60% boost, and then obviously put data on the side. That's 100%. Get another synergy, obviously, if you actually can get one this month. I'm not even looking at getting Troy this month, and that's saying something. But yeah. So I'm not even sure I'd be getting Riker in all honesty. You're getting 65,000 rep per kill in Soul. Nice. I tend not to grind in the in the capital systems anymore. I grind in deep space, in G5 space, because I do like the rep levels that they drop there. So, I mean, as well, speaking of actually punching higher than you want, I mean, let's have a quick look at Alonso. So, as you can see, oh, I can take mine to tier 2. Ah, your server's locked. What server are you on, Spartan? Are you one of these hotly contested ones that still needs to do, that's still waiting for Scopely? 102, 102. Why does 102 ring a bell with me? Obviously, I'm not privy to what Scopely are planning for these servers that still need ascension. But it'll be interesting to know what your top 4 months old. Oh yeah, you've got another 6 months maybe before they might send you. Hopefully less. Hopefully less. I'd probably say looking anywhere from potentially March onwards. But then again, it depends on how many players are already up at 39. It is painful. It is absolutely painful. And I really, given the size of this game, I really do not understand Scopely with these new servers locking down the new servers, saying, well, you can go up to 39, but you can't go any further than that and all that. If you want to encourage spending, if you want to encourage players to go higher, then freaking heck, send them up to G5, at least level 50. Lock them at level 50 for now. Because trust me, those new servers are soon going to learn how expensive G4 can actually be and will end up spending. Those who want to spend will spend. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, how long have I been in G4? Probably about a year and a half, 2 years now. I've been in G4. Something like that. And I'm only Ops 47. Yes, I've not spent, but like Span there, 4 months on 102. It's only been active for 4 months, and he's already at 39. That shows a lot of spending. A lot of spending to do it in 4 months. So locking it at the doorway to G4 is not a good business model. Not now. 5 years into this game, when the game is now already at level 70, the G6 era, which is literally spend just to survive 1 day. Spend money to survive 1 day. It is a crazy situation, but absolutely. And so I just don't understand this mentality of keeping them locked at level 39. Just because they want to see that they're spending money and how many players are there waiting to go up and everything. I mean, Spartan, if I'm honest, right, go into your leaderboard. You know, you play leaderboards. That's near your profile thing. Go into player power. Look at the player in level 20, in the 20th position, and tell me what ops he is. Tell me what ops he is. Obviously, Scopely's already got all this information. Because I'm not bothered about his power. His ops level is an idea. But the 20th player on there is a 39. Right, so now, potentially then, you're already looking at 20 players on that server between ops 39 and 37. Because depending on how far they've done it and how quick they've got in, how much they focus on their research and the officers in those first 39 levels, you will potentially be looking at a power level anywhere between level 37 and 39. Well, an ops level. And obviously the power will vary considerably in that. I mean, if we actually just and I can actually show you roughly what I'm on about by going through my alliance. So if I click on my alliance and click on power, so I can scroll down here, and here I am, and I'm not even level 49. The first G4 player next to me is Darth Pygmy, and he's only just a little bit less power than me. And then obviously you've got UR25 down here. He's not far below my lowest power level when I've got miners in. When I've got miners in, I'm about 500,000 to 1 million stronger than him. So I can drop all the way down here. But other than that, out of the G4 players, power-wise, now this does not go based on the fact of the strength of my ships or anything. My overall power, I'm the strongest G4 player in my alliance. Now, obviously, you've got like level 50 there and the level 50 here. So they're the ones that I'm actively chasing. They'll be the ones I'm actively chasing. I mean, the Flying Dutchman, he was actually further down. He's obviously bashed out a load of research recently. But that's just my server. So you can't just generally go by the ops level of how powerful it is. But given the fact that you said that the person in the 20th position is a level 39, then yeah, you're kind of looking at, I mean, if we actually look at level 20 here, so we've got Stallball here at 237 million. He's a G5 player for definite, so he's a level 57. So, hey, Card, welcome in. Yeah, it's just basically based on research and everything. Now, I'm 166 on my server. Here you go, Dark Pygmy's right below me on this one. So, now, I can tell you now, Angie there in the 300 Alliance, top Alliance, right? She's a level 52 player. She's a level 52 player. There you go, you got Richie down at 171. He's the level 50. Too Tough. I'm surprised he's not in the Alliance, actually. He's a level 50 player. So, oh, for crying out, let's reset. So now if we go up to, like, Quinn here, he's a level 50 player. So you can see that me just being an Ops 47, but yet I'm actually intermingled with some level 50 players. And that's because I focused on research and officers. I've literally changed my focus, and I'm trying to catch up on all that. So if you are a lower ops level than me, research. Get your research up. And like I say, you could be fighting and positioning yourself. I use this as a guide to gauge of how good I am on the server. So, I mean, let's look at Josh here. He's a 49. So, he's with me. You scrapped enough ships to get 44 one day. Oh, so you've got enough materials already. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing as well. Oh, freaking hell. I did not realise that Jaren has become our third most powerful player. He's really shot up. You scrap 3 a week. That's nice. You're in the 70s. No, I mean, that's absolutely fine. I mean, at the end of the day, these leaderboards have absolutely no value in the game, in all honesty. But you can use it to gauge yourself against your peers on your server, on how well you're doing. Now, there is a chart. I can't remember who did it up. Oh, flipping heck. Can't even remember the website. I was looking on it only last week. And compare yourself where you are against other players from other servers. Yeah, I think I'm in about 13,000 region. So, I mean, it's a good way to see how you're doing on your own server. But, yeah. 102, if you got 20 as the 20th position as a level 39, that tells me there's been a lot of spending on that server already in 4 months. I mean, I know I put up in my Discord about would you all like me to start a second account and start streaming that? I will do. But at the minute, me and my partner in questions and saying, should we actually just go get a PC tower on tick, on tab, or on credit, just so obviously I can get off this poxy phone and start putting OBS on, start doing some fancy stuff and everything. So we're really questioning that in a minute. So my idea of the new account is on hold, because if I get that PC, I can do it through BlueStacks, and then I can actually stream both accounts at the same time. So I can have my main account just shoved up in the corner out of the way while I play on the lower one. So there is things coming next year, hopefully, touch wood, hopefully we're going to get there. But yeah, get yourself a studio. I wish I could afford it, mate. I wish I could afford it. And I'm sorry to swing into a little bit of politics here, but the way things are going for our government in this country in a minute, we are looking at a general election next year, which means we can get a government in that actually gives a shit about the people who elected them and will raise their standard of living and give them more expendable cash in their back pockets. So, touch wood, that's going to happen. But sadly, it's going to take a few years for that to for us to start seeing the benefit from that one. But hopefully, we're going to get that next year. Hopefully, Sunak, our unelected, pathetically useless, rich bastard Prime Minister, will call a general election soon. But he can actually leave it as late as calling it in December next year for January 2025. He can leave it that long. God hope he doesn't do that, because he will screw his government over well and truly. But he don't care, because he's got money. He's twice as rich as the fucking King of England, for fuck's sake. Oh, sorry, the King of the UK, or the Commonwealth, or whatever you want to call us. All right? I just say he's a fucking rich bastard. I've got no problem with rich. It's when they're acting like this. They're worse than Peppa Pig, for God's sake. But, yeah, okay, we'll stop there. We'll stop there. But anyway, so, yeah, 102, hopefully, you're not going to be waiting too long. Hopefully. But, it just depends on Scopely's criteria for sending you up. I know it's got to do with spending. I know it's got to do with the number of players knocking on the door of G4 and itching to get up. So what I'll do is I'll throw it into the CC's chat tomorrow and just say 102. They've only been going 4 months, but they've got a fair whack of 39 players. So I'm guessing there's been a lot of spending going on that server. What's the chances of actually giving them ascension? But then again, why is Scopely insisting on keeping this bloody ascended lock at G4? Why not move it to G5 now? Move that first lock to G5. That would be my recommendation on that one. Oh, my poor cube's got some serious damage there. He's got electrical crackling going all over him. But yeah. So, I mean, my studio at the minute is literally just a corner in my bedroom. That is it. What's the cost to them? Nothing. Oh, the cost is everything. Have you not noticed how much they've been pushing the spending aspect of the game lately over the last few months? The game's not making enough. And as Rev Juice has said, this game now is no longer their flagship game. Monopoly is. Monopoly Go is their flagship game. We've moved to second, I think. So, yeah. They don't get me wrong. They're good on business. They know how to make money and everything. But they do not know jack shit about retail or how to actually, you know, sell a product online. They really don't. But you could question that. Well, maybe they do because they're actually quite good and not quite good. They're quite rich and everything. I mean, to be perfectly honest, right? I think they was undervalued when Savvy bought them out. I think they was undervalued at 4.3 billion. Because this company is making around about 1 to 2 billion a year. I don't think I would, if I was the CEO of Scopely, I don't think I would have sold Scopely for anything less than probably 10 billion. Anything less than that. If I'm making 2 billion a year, I turn around and say, fuck off, you ain't paying me 4.3. But probably might only have 18 months. Oh no, this game's still going to go on for quite some time. It's still got mileage. Hey Ryan, welcome in. This game has still got a lot of mileage. A hell of a lot of mileage. We'll still be making content for at least another 5 years. There will be at least another 5 years. Because you've got all the other content that they've got. You've got Star Trek Enterprise still to come. Not one of the best OGs Star Treks in Paramount's catalogue, but another big problem as well is everything going on with Paramount at the minute, because they're looking at selling off next year. But the problem is they've also got themselves in a bit of a bind. Now, this is some information that I've come across. I've heard of a YouTube channel called Sidetrack, who really... They've got connections out in the film industry. And what they said is Paramount have got themselves in a little bit of a bind when it comes to Star Trek. All the older content, pre-2009... hang on, when was J.J. Abrams? 2009. So pre-2005, all Star Trek pre-2005... Paramount own. Paramount have got no problems with that. It's everything from 2009 onwards. So the J.J. Abrams films, Discovery, Strange New World, Star Trek Academy, which they're planning on doing, the new Section 31 they're planning on doing after Discovery Season 4, which is coming in March. Is it for... I think it's March next year. Ooh, can't wait for Season 5. But... Paramount have got this problem where the Star Trek IP is shared with, is it Bad Robot Studios? It's Alex Kurtzman Studios. Alex Kurtzman owns the studios that make Star Trek. So what Paramount need to do... Hey Lou, welcome in, buddy. What Paramount need to do is buy out Alex Kurtzman, take his company off him, and then Paramount will own the whole IP of Star Trek in its entirety. And trust me, Star Trek in its entirety, if Paramount owned 100% of Star Trek, it's their most profitable IP. It's expensive to make. Around about, I think it's around about £10 million an episode or something like that. But it's expensive to make, but they own the whole lot. And this is why they're going to run into problems when it comes to content added into this game, because they're going to have to go through Bad Robot Studios. And I think, like I say, I think it's Bad Robot. They're going to have to go through Alex Kurtzman Studios to get the extra permissions and everything to add it into the game. But there's still plenty. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit like Marvel. Marvel's spread over so much. It's unreal. And this is the problem nowadays with the streaming industry and the film and TV industry with streaming. It's outsourced to multiple different locations, which means the parent company, which like Star Trek's case is Paramount, don't really have full control. They don't have full control. So, but Star Trek Enterprise, which is pre-2005, they've got control over, but Scopely still need to get permission from Paramount to go through everything and make sure that it's okay to put into the game. So now I believe, I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong, Rev did say something about that he's seen that they have got something on the drawing board for Star Trek Enterprise. So probably the back end of 2024, maybe, who knows, could be wrong. I am going to throw these caveats in there quite a lot because obviously I don't want to leave myself open to be sued. I literally can't afford it. But there is a chance, a slim but maybe possible chance, we may be seeing Star Trek Enterprise, the NX class, come to the game by the end of 2024. Maybe. We're still waiting on a roadmap from Eco, and that's another one I'm actually going to blast at Eco saying, "Oi, roadmap, where is it? It's supposed to be every 6 poxy months." So, but then again, it was around about this time last year they released it. So now he's over 12 months. He's now officially over 12 months since the last roadmap. Lube, you've got the NDA. Can you just drop Eco a message and say, "Oi, where's our roadmap for 2025? Hey, Chris, welcome in, buddy. Long time no see. So, but yeah, so we need the roadmap because we need to know what's coming on. It better not be a flipping swarm ship. It better not be a poxy swarm ship. No. Oh, thank you, buddy. I do appreciate that. I'm 39 now, so I'm feeling old. Definitely been feeling it the last few weeks. But yeah, if they send NX1 as a swarm ship, God no. I mean, they've already made some dubious calls about various things in the game, like the Defiant being a support ship. So, and the Enterprise D originally releasing it as a skin. So now they could do NX1 as a skin. For what ship, I don't quite know, though, because that's the problem. Because to be perfectly honest, if you actually look at the chronological time for every single ship in this game at current, it is all after Jonathan Archer and NX-01. It's all after that. The Franklin, yes, actually, the Freedom class starship is actually pre-NX. It is pre-NX. You don't know how they'll fit it in, to be honest. I would probably say Daniels. If anyone who remembers who Daniels is, there's your teaser. Who's Daniels from NX-01? The Rialto, yes. I potentially could see that. I could see the Rialto becoming NX-01. Although I love my Rialto, so they'd have to give me a second Rialto. Because I'd want one with the skin. Time Agent. Smash it. Yep, he's the Time Agent from Star Trek Enterprise. Bloody throat. But yes, I'd love my Rialto in its original form. But then again, I'd love to also have a Rialto, a second Rialto, that I could apply the NX-01 skin to. But ideally, actually, I'd prefer the whole ship itself. I just prefer the ship. But, although I do see where you're coming from, Mark, about how could they fit it in. Because, to be honest, NX-1 just doesn't... that's a good brain scrambler, isn't it? Any thoughts on January arc? When Eco drops the roadmap, we'll probably have a better idea. I can tell you one person who might have an idea, but I guarantee he's not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you diddly's bloody squat. So, but what we do know is this wave thing is carrying over to next month. So we do know we've got waves coming back in January. Just a quick question. Ops 49. I tried to go 41, 42 as quick as... do I try to go to Ops 41, 42 as quick as I can? 42, mate. Go straight to 42. But... Another caveat. Yes, I know. Got quite a few of them. Be aware of research. Be aware of your research, because what you'll find is, obviously, jumping through the levels, you end up leaving behind a lot of research. And it is a bastard to get caught up. I know, because I'm going through it right now, trying to catch up all my research. I've got them pretty much every single one of them now unlocked. It's now getting the levels up to where they need to be. But, to be honest, Ryan, I would say 42. Go to 42. Do not get the G4 miners. Do not get them. Leave them alone. If you want to get them, by all means, but leave them at tier 1. But they are going to cost you faction credits, which you could be better spending on your level 42 uncommon ship. And now your first uncommon ship at 42, I would highly recommend, will be the Valdor, because we have the Jellyfish Brawl event, which is a staple now, is twice a month, which will pay out Explorer parts, G4 gas, G4 ore. So 42, ignore the miners, get the Valdor, and work your way for, and then just sit there, in all honesty. 3 and 4 star. Hang on, I've just got to see. Right, would like to see a Khan Arc Reliant skins. Yeah, Rev said he would love to see that. I would actually like to see that as well. I would love to see a Reliant. I'd like an Excelsior class starship. I'd like to see even the for lack of a better way, of the Ambassador class starship. Excuse me. So you got the Federation Klingon miner for free. Nice one. That's going to be grinding in Sol and Kronos, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, go to Romulus and do the exact same thing. Go to Romulus, do the same thing. But yeah, you can't build them yet. But with those G4 miners, do not take them above tier 1. Do not spend anything on them. If you get them for free, then fine. So no problem, Ryan. That's what we're here for advice. Even the community can throw advice in as well. Because some of them will probably have more knowledge than I do. But yeah, don't build those miners. The only time you really need to start thinking about those miners is Ops 46. That's it. For you loved your Valdor, 38 million was a beast. Yeah, mine's not that strong, my Valdor. I mean, Miss McKelvin here, they're both at the same tier. So my Valdor's around about 26, 27 million. That's about it. So yours must be around about tier 9, Paul, if I'm working my math out correctly on that one. So finish as much G3 research off. G3 goes down once you hit 40s. Yeah, that's another thing as well, Ryan. When you do go into G4, be aware. Be aware. Your G3 materials are going to drop off a flipping cliff. They are going to drop off a cliff. With the Fleet Commander. With the Fleet Commander. Is that your... Is that Kirk? Because that's a hell of a boost for a Fleet Commander. A hell of a boost. Well, like I say, if it's a tier 9, tier 10, you probably will be looking at something like that. That's what you're saying, 3 to 4 star. Yeah. But yeah, your materials will drop off. Oh, FT. Ah, right. Now I see where you're going. Yeah, but yeah, your materials do drop off an edge. It's the same when you go into G5. Your G4 stuff just disappears. Yeah. It's like, oh, thanks. I still got loads to do, but I can't do anything about it. The only thing I can do is my refinery. Yeah, it does. Which FT would that be? Because I don't focus on the FTs whatsoever. I always forget to do the Taco Bells. I always forget to do them because I just generally run out of time in a day to actually do them. But once I lock Romulan head into Romulus after, yeah. Hang on. Once you billion lock Control Seeker. Oh, is that one of the new FTs? Yeah, I use the Metron Cascade on my Newton because my Newton does a lot of the grinding. To be perfectly honest, probably be better off putting it on my board cube because obviously working on my board cube at the minute. So, I mean, here's my board cube, 17.7 million. That's a tier 7. And let's show it off. And I'll actually show you a little trick that I've mastered with the board cube. So as you can see, this is all I've got literally done so far. Is that the impulse engines? Yeah, the impulse engines and the gravimetric gravimetric torpedoes. Yeah, unfortunately, you will be stuck there, Spartan, until they actually unlock your server. But once you obviously, if you've got enough to go straight to 44, you'll be able to shoot that ship up quite fast. Looks the same but white. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah. I know which one you're on about now. But yeah, so, I mean, this is my board cube at the minute. Obviously, the only thing that's going to stop it from going too far is the fact I don't have this. And that is because I need... Let's bring it up. I need a G4 Epic at tier 8. Yeah. My original plan wasn't to actually get a G4 Epic. I was just going to use the Newton. I'll send the Newton to like tier 9, tier 10. Use the Newton all the way to get me until I get to the G5 uncommons. Now I can still technically do that and skip it. Oh, sorry, tier 4 G4 Epic actually, T4. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I might go for one of the epics now, but in all honesty, I might not. I might just still carry on going because by the time I actually get there, I'm going to get enough memory shape alloys. I mean, if you can just make it out, I'm just under 6 million already. Now, that's not enough for me to complete this. It's going to take me another 2 weeks to get enough memory shape alloys because I get 1.3 a day. But it's going to take me another 2 weeks to get all of it I need to just finish off this tier. But then again, I'm being held back, as you can see, by materials as well. So I've got the rates when it comes to the weapons. When it comes to the defensive side, it's all the uncommon that I need. I mean, this is just my cost. 33,500 ore I need. Just for this hull armor. But look at the shooting up. That's sending me up to 23.5 million. Wow. That's a massive boost. And then put that in there. Wow, that's going to... Wow. So with just those two, once I get to around about 67,000... where you grinding T7, just got mine. Right. Where I'm going, I'll show you what I'm actually doing. And I'll actually show you the cube tax on this one, because I'm using the cube tax to my advantage. I'm actually using it to my advantage, and we will go through there. Yeah, I can see that is a massive. I've not actually looked at that yet until just now. So that is a massive jump. So where the frickin' hell is it? There it is. So so this is the system I'm going to now. So I'm going to put the board cube in there, but while it travels, let's jump back to earlier in the stream where we mentioned about Neelix, because what I'm going to do is show you Neelix working. So as you can see, I've got him on the bridge of the ship. He is only tier 1. And if I click on this, now you can see that my cost efficiency, now originally, don't forget that these costs are 500. It's 500 deuterium canisters. So now I've got 357. So if we actually call the calculator up slightly, let's just move it so I can actually access it. So 3,000 and, oh, for crying out loud, bloody calculators, 16 divided by 357. So basically, I've got 8 summons available here. 8 summons available. That's not bad. The only problem is for a tier 7 Voyager, that's not really going to get me much in the way of biotoxins. So what we're going to do now, and this is, I'm going to show you this on stream, because this is why RevJuice keeps harping on about Neelix and how good he is. Because like I said, there's extra stuff that comes with using Neelix. Now the downside, I don't know if I'll be able to take his levels up actually. So here we go. Oh, look at that, no badges. So now we're going to give him the stat boost as well. So get this done. So I'm not quite. Doesn't matter how fast you try and click it, the bloody game just does not keep up with you whatsoever. So 60,000. Oh, I should actually get him straight to level 15 without a problem. Now, for anyone who is looking at the free-to-play path, right, 13.4 million, that's just generally not upgrading officers and just, while I'm out grinding, just getting all this officer XP through the various grinds, and it all adds up. A lot of stuff you'll find you're able to actually add up quite easily and quite quickly. So it does sort of like give you an advantage, but now when it gives you an advantage over spenders to a certain degree, because it means that when you actually have got all this and you're able to go up a little bit further, you can actually make massive jumps to catch them up. But obviously spenders have got the overall advantage by the fact they're spending money and they can shoot off head. So yeah, mainly Gemini space. So right, so we've got 8.4 times on the last one. So now let's actually do this. 286. I've just added by two tiers. I've just added 2 more summons to what I can get. So for me, that's 2 more 8472 ships. So that's more biotoxin, 2 more runs than that. And I can get on average about 1,500 to 2,000 of them, depending on the crew that I actually use. It's pretty much the stable crew that I use. So that's an extra 3 to 4,000 biotoxins. Okay, fair dues. Or when it comes to the Borg messages, getting the messages from the Borg cubes for my faction credits, that's going to give me an extra it's going to give me an extra 5,000-6,000 credits per faction, give or take. Give or take, about an extra 4,000 to 6,000 per faction. So that, at my cost of 1,200 messages every 24 hours, so 5,000 is around about 4 days pull. 4 days worth of pull. So that those 2 extra summons can give me an extra 4 days worth of faction credits. 4 days. Now, yes, this is 2 days worth of deuterium canisters pulled from the refinery. That's it. I actually forgot once I went as high as 6,000. So I had quite a bit. But this is where the value of Neelix comes in. So he's spreading out now and giving me more. So this is why Rev has been harping on about using Neelix. So now, obviously I'm here in 2R for the Borg Cube. So what I'm doing is I'm using PMC. And I'm going to go, and I have got some efficiency as well on the Borg Cube for the cutting beam build up. So obviously you're going to see the charges that I'm getting. So this level 4 is giving me 24.5. And then I'm going after the Explorers. Now, with the Explorers, I'm going after the 50s and 51s. Okay? 50s and 51s. Now, the reason being, if we actually look at the 49 Explorers, I got bloody block nose brewing. Thank you. And if we actually look at its hull is 2.5 million. Okay, 2.5 million. So then what we're going to do is we're going to compare that with a 49 battleship. Okay, so we're going to have to remember some of these numbers here. I wish I could display them properly on screen, but we've got 3.9. Now, 3.9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into here, click on that. Now, 3.09 million, right? I can deal with that, not a problem. If I was a level 49 player, yeah, if I was a level 49 player, but I'm not. So I've got now the tax for 2 levels. That's 10% per level. So that's going to be a 20% drop. Is it? He's not going for Explorers. No, good. I think he's just entered the system. So if I get there quick, I can get that. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving the 49 Explorers alone, and I'll shoot anything else. Now, using PMC, ideally you're going with the Borg Cube because you can't get the stats below deck. Ideally for the Borg Cube, I go after the Explorers. Now, the 49s for battleships and interceptors, yeah, fine. I'll go smash them. 10% boost, that's it. It's only a 10% boost. And then go after that one. Because what I'm going to show you here is the tax in operation. Showing you the tax in operation. So, cube. I mean, I've already done my cube run today, so this is just all extra loot for me. So, now we go into the battle log. So, there we go. Just killed the cruiser. When it clicks over. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Right, so out of this then, the TDs that I'm getting is 540. Yeah, okay. Not bad. Pretty nice. So, boy, if we actually look here, you can see that all I'm doing is kicking out 2.8 million. Let's bring out the handy dandy calculator. So, 2.8, oh, for crying out loud. 288 and then 0000 divided by 3600000. Come on, give me that extra one. There we go. That's a 20% drop. So I'm still able to use the beam tax and still go after a hostile. Now, if I went after the let's just double check the battle log, see if we've got one in there. Fighter, there we go, 49 fighter. So that's the interceptor version. So I don't know why I've gone in there. I want there. So the hull health for the fighter, the interceptor, is 3.09 million. So basically, on a 2.8 million shot, I can't take that 49 on. I could probably take a 48 on. Could probably take the 48 on, but that means me warping to another system. So I'd have to warp to another system. Now, yeah, fine. The argument's made. You get yourself into rhythm. It's all right. But if you're constantly being interrupted, like you've got kids, or maybe your boss is walking around at work and you're trying to do this on the sly, so you've got to quickly shut the screen down, yet you're not going to end up in a rhythm. So the last thing you need to be doing is warping between systems. So ideally, you try and stay in the same system. So I'll go for anything in this system, like I'll go after this interceptor here. Now I'm going to take a hell of a lot more damage here because this is an interceptor. I'm not equipped to deal with an interceptor right now. But I'm getting 37% because that's got a stronger hull. So I'll tell you what, we won't do it there because that 45 is hunting those explorers. So we can do it here. So Gemini fighter level 50. And you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute. Is 11.25 million hull health, right? So 11.25 million hull health. Now, if we go to the level 50 Explorer, so the 50 Cruiser, and we check out this hull health, well, that's only 7.6 million. Now, here's the point I'm coming to with this one. This give me 25 point something percent. I think it's 25.416, something like that. 25.4%. Right? Now, this is only assumptions I'm working on based on what I've actually seen by looking at this. I don't know if anyone's actually delved into this bit to work out what's the best targets to kill to build up your beam faster. But yeah, you can see right now, after killing that fighter with the whole difference of nearly 4 million, a whole difference of nearly 4 million, I'm at 37.4. So, let's take a quick look here. Get an educated guess on what the battleship may be giving us. So, we jump in, we actually look at this. Wow, this is 11.44. So, now this one's even stronger. This one is even stronger. So maybe we could be looking at potentially a 38% boost. But this is potentially where it's going to turn around and call me a pissing liar. So 45, maybe around about 75%. Boom, 75%. 38% because its hull is stronger than the interceptor. So, what's the best way to charge up your ship? Well, crew the cube out accordingly. Now, I have seen some people running with the Voyager crew. That'll give you free reign to just basically hit anyone and everything. And then you can still go after the Explorer. So like, I don't want that 49. So here we go. This is going to take it, provided I can get to it. This is going to take me over the 100%. Okay, so there we go. So 100%. It is going to go after that 51 that's down here. But that is now 3 kills. That's 3 kills for me to do it. Now, the downside for this is I've taken a lot more damage than I would if I was just targeting Explorers. So even though my beam is now charging better, faster, because I'm hitting ships with higher hull health, the better the hull health, the better your charging rate. As a consequence, I'm taking more damage. But if I crewed it out differently, maybe I won't be taking as much damage. I'd have to play around with crews. So, but can you see what I'm seeing with this? About the hull health being directly related to your charging rate. Now, I would love for someone to tell me that I'm actually wrong about this. I would love for somebody to tell me that I'm actually wrong. Nobody? No comments coming in yet about it. So, I don't know if maybe some of you have just ran off to actually look at this. But, yeah, so this is where I'm grinding at the minute. Usually I will go after the Explorers because I want to do it in one run. No, you're correct. It has always been based on that. Yeah, so thanks, Paul. That's confirmation. That's brilliant. Mark, I'm guessing something that you've actually not seen. Now, I would presume that most of the eggheads and obviously other players as well would have noticed this as well. But if you haven't noticed it, here you've just witnessed it live on the Pegasus show in action. For those of you who's unaware of it, you've just seen it live here. Yeah. But like I said, there is a trade-off. You are going to take more damage unless you crew correctly. So you'd have to work on your crews. And then, obviously, when it comes to your beam, yeah. Now, if you are an Ops 46 and you try to take these 49s on, you will be suffering a 30% drop. So you might not be able to kill those 49 Explorers. Let me just throw this out there right now. If you are an Ops 46 player coming into the system with your cube, you will most likely not be able to kill the level 49 Explorer because you will be suffering bigger diminishing returns than I'm suffering. So yes, I'm using the beam tax to my... You've just tried it as well. So I'm guessing that means you charge the charging rate. But what I'm mentioning here is the beam itself. When you are subject to the diminishing returns of that flipping tax, which we're still waiting to hear if they will actually remove it, I'm using that to my advantage. Now, if I didn't have that tax, I'd gladly go after that level 50. If we can just quickly get it before he goes after it. Obviously, we're not going to reach it in time. So, obviously, yeah. Right, fine. So I'd be looking at 2 shots on this. I'd be looking at 2 shots on this. It does work on the Explorers. Yeah. There you go. He's just that player's just killed that ship. So was you able to take it out, Mark? In 1 shot? Because I'm sure you said you was a 46. So are you a 46 or a 47? Because if you are 46, then that just basically, the tax was based originally on players, but they carried it over to PvE. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't even be applying it to players neither. They should not apply full freaking stop. It shouldn't. It's wrong. Absolutely wrong. But so you're not 46. Wow. Okay, so you're suffering a 30% drop. Okay. Mark, is your Borg cube level 31 or is it level 30? Because I'm going to ask that one. And then the next question I'll ask is, go in the battle log of that particular shot and let us know what you went down to in shot wise. Oh, you alright? So you're maxed out 7. Bloody hell! That's going to be a long time for me to get there. So I'm kicking out a 2.8 million at the minute. What was you kicking out in damage? What was you kicking out in damage? Because I'd be interested to know how much you're kicking out. Right, so you're down to 2.5 million. So, yeah. That 20,000. Oh my God, I don't believe it's that close. It is that close. It's only 20,000 in it. And you're still defeating that cruiser. Wow. There you have it, guys. A level 46 player can take on a 49 Jem'Hadar cruiser, the Explorer, with the cutting beam and blow it up. No worries, Mark. I say you've helped me with it as well by giving me those numbers. Do you want to post a screenshot of that and the subsequent battle log into the Discord for me? Because that's brilliant, and it also gives all the players the ability to see that a level 35 cube can still take these on, even though there's a 3-level difference between you. Because obviously we'll be able to see the fact what level you are and what level you're taking on. Because I know the chart that was originally done up, which I put in the Borg Q video, says to go over to a different system and shoot them. So I'll be interested to see that one and share that one around, saying, look, right, this is what happens when you actually go out targeting. Oh, right, so I need to recall him. I need to just quickly pull him off the node and put him back on it for the night. Right, go back on it. Right, so that's those dailies done. So, I'm actually highly impressed with that. I am actually highly impressed with that. So that's a tier 7 cube. Now, obviously, I don't know what it will be for higher tiers. Hey, Paul, welcome in. I don't know what it'll be for higher tiers, but yeah. I mean, the chat actually says to go for this system here, that Teddy one. I call it Teddy. It's a lot easier to pronounce. But what always got me was the warp ranges on it. Because obviously this is the 50, and the system that we was grinding in is a 70. Oh, apparently my ball cube don't want to move. It's just rotating on a spot. As per usual. Oh yeah, that's for upgrading Neelix, isn't it? So, but no, that's actually very interesting. Well, if despite the fact the month is pretty monotonous this month, we've actually got something interesting out of it. Some actual maths in. I like that. So, yeah. So, is there anything else anyone wants me to cover tonight? Because I'm quite happy to go through it. Oh, we'll say the Monavine's a fucking beast. I'm loving the Monavine at the minute. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go out and do the Monavine grind. I'm not going to do the Voyager tonight because I really can't be bothered with Voyager. Now, I remember somebody in the Monavine video said that I was a little bit critical of the Monavine. And, yeah. Hey, Nuts, welcome in. I love my Voyager, but I have to let the grind lapse. Too lazy to grind. Yeah. No, I've not actually used it in solo armadas. Because to me, it's not strong enough for me to warrant taking it in yet. Now, once I've got it up to level 35, I've got all the weapons and the armor and everything else done on it, then yeah, it's most likely going to replace the Valdor or the Kelvin. But to me, it takes too much damage. I'm not able to get those percentages below deck. And for me, I need to get those percentages below deck higher. So I mean, if we actually look at the below decks that I can do at the minute, as you can see, I can only do the first 3 and I'm only at 450%. I need to get that extra one just to send it up a little bit higher. Then I'll be a little bit more comfortable about sending it in. Yeah, Smashing Chairs, man, said, just seen the notifications come up. But yeah. Yeah, 450% is okay, but it's not the best for me. I like them better. I like it better. I think the next one is 900%, I think. I've used the cube in group armadas. It performs really well. Carries the smaller guys in lines without heavy repair for me. That's a nice one. Yeah, okay, we'll definitely try it. Let's get a crew on there. Let's put them on. Let's put them on. So right, so we've still got the 350. Right. And we need... Is Gorkin available? Yep, Gorkin. And then I need another defense officer for stats. So send the Newton out. Right. Oh, there comes my miner. Right. Now, I'll tell you what I will do. You're off this arc. Failed to get Riker, mostly due to the lag encountered during the last 2 hours of the event. Kept crashing, preventing me from blitzing the scoreboard. Yeah, Nuts, I know exactly how you feel about that one, bud. Because I tried to do a wave. Waves are different, but I tried to do a wave to complete an event and ended up not being able to do it because of all the crashing. So that was really, really annoying. Now, I did take one of these on earlier. I took on the uncommon. And I'll show you how well I actually did against it. As you can see, a lot of... Here we go. Now, bear in mind, there's absolutely no buffs on this. No buffs, no Titan, no Cerritos, no nothing. And I missed it by an RNG shot. A simple RNG shot. So I'm going to use this as my baseline for using the ball cube. So, I mean, the ball cube's got a hell of a firing pattern, so could actually work. I'll smash it. I'm dubious. I'm really dubious, but I'm happy to actually give it a run and see what happens. I really am. Or an exo. No, I didn't even use exos. To be honest, I keep forgetting to put them things on. Free battle pass next month. I wish. Scopely won't give away anything for free. Oh, no, they're not. My cube fired off 33 shots. Oh, free battle pass from me. Yeah, no chance. I did, when they were really boasting about November and everything, I did actually ask if I could give away some. Yeah, nobody got back to me about that. Last few months, the arcs have been poo. Yeah, they have been. There's been a couple of good things added to them, like the ball cube is a good addition to the game. The waves are a good addition to the game. But stability has been a... Last couple of months have been poo, but it's been a good year. Yeah, that's what they used to say about tyres as well. Voyager versus a pylon. Wow. Where'd you get the 33 shots from? The Borg cube, I could understand it because opening salvo is 12 shots. So if you've got Miles on there and he procs on that first round, you're firing quite a lot. Here we go. Yeah, it has been the stability. It was PvP. Ah, right. Yeah. Okay. So I knew that was going to happen, but how badly did we do? Ah, I left it with 71 hull. Left it with 71 million hull. Well, no, the Borg cube had the opportunity of having the extra shots. So I'll tell you what, let's go through that. So obviously I've got that on for the Borg cube. PA, it's the time that makes it no good who dies first. Okay. Yeah, Relentless Assault might have actually done it. Yeah. Once the cube gets that extra armor and shields, and then its weapons upgraded as other weapons upgraded as well, that 71 million will disappear. That will disappear. So, but I mean, it's like I'm running my best Armada. Ah, right. Okay. My best Armada crew on the Newton, and then obviously I'm running my third Armada crew on there. Now, before any of you start saying about using Bashir, he's tier 1. He's no good to me. I've ran Bashir. I've ran some of these officers, and they are no good to me whatsoever. No good. I get better results with the crews that I run. Now, if they were tiered up a bit more, yeah, they would easily replace the crews that I've got. I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna. If Bashir was like a tier 3, tier 4, he would easily replace Kirk on the Valdor. He would easily replace him. But the one thing as well is I go for the extra isolated damage. Voyager crew, yeah, again, to me, Chakotay's good, but he's not perfect. I don't get the same level of results that I get with the ones I'm using at the minute. You might want to run mitigation first, then load up team. I have got mitigation on the Newton, mate. The Newton contains the mitigation. Because my 6 of 11 is actually maxed. He's maxed out. Obviously, he's only level 20 at the minute. Could do with a few levels on him. But he's actually maxed out, so he's giving me the full whack of 40% to my piercing stats. Coupled with 5 of 11 on the bridge, so that's giving 5 of 11 a, what is it, a 600%? Yeah, 600%. So, yeah, it's just taking that 67,000 and timesing it by 3, timesing it by 6, really. But, yeah. So, until they can actually give us proper sourcing for a lot of officers, like Bashir, if we just organise it into groups, and then, so we've got Chakotay here. Obviously, Visionary is increasing the number of shots against Armadas. So, yeah, I mean, he could actually be not particularly too bad on the cube. Actually, let's think about this one. Huh. Okay. Increasing shots by 40%. Put Janeway on the bridge with him. That's 70%. 24. Go full synergy, and I can have a full 100%. So that's going to give me double shots. That's 12 shots. That's going to be 24 shots. Yeah. All ships need their own mitigation. Hull breach, if you've got it. Yes, the only thing I'm missing, I did originally have a hull breach with the Cisco crew, but I decided to put that changing Kira back in for her mitigation stats. Post below deck and the Doctor on the side. No, in all honesty, actually, no. So I do agree with that one. I don't need the loot at the minute. So, yeah. I could take the Doctor up from putting him on the bridge with Chakotay and Janeway. Oh, God, my nose is really getting bunged up now. And then, obviously, the critical chance as well. Each time I score a hit. Boost the EMH and run HH on the deck. Who's HH? I'm trying to think who HH is. The Doctor. Okay, so you've just told me to boost him, then run him below deck. Yeah, I see. I've already got him below deck. He's already below deck. He's on my Newton. Because that's my staple crew for pretty much anything. Maximise the amount of loot that I get from the various grinds that I do. It's very rare you'll actually go on the bridge. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't mean to do that. So, over my dead program increases your mitigation by 300% for 2 rounds and obviously stacks. And then increases loot. But obviously mine's tier 1. It's going to be a long time before I get him up there. It was a 53 uncommon. Excuse me, I just got to get a bit of tissue. That's a bit better. I do apologise for the noise there. Oh, there's that much blocking my nose at the minute. You do a 53 Epic with a T6 Cube. Yeah, I do the 53 Epics because they are in my usual system of Yara. Let me try something. Hey Dave, welcome. Why is it harder? Because it's a higher level, a lot higher. And if we actually have a look at it, so it's the 340.5 million. No blooming stats to go with it, figures. And then scroll all the way down here to... Right, now I've got to figure out... There it is. 53 Gemini flagship. So this is the Epic. And as you can see, this is only 235 million. So it's like nearly 115 million weaker. So a lot weaker than the 53 uncommon. Yeah. That uncommon is a lot harder. Ah, don't worry about it, mate. I'm not. I say it's always best to double check. Right, I've got those ships saying, yeah, I've not even bloody put... Right. So, right. And... Right. So now I need a decent health officer. There we go. Yeah. I tell you what, right? Let's go for it. But for those struggling with the 53 Epic Cube works on, yeah. Oh yeah, I can imagine the Cube will work very well against those 53 Epics. Oh, all these faction credits I'm getting. I'll say one thing though, right? Is I've not really been spending the faction credits, but they are building up nicely. And having this extra stuff on those cubes, I mean, it's like Federation. I would never be over 150,000. Never. In a million years. I am now. And then the Klingons, if we can actually just get the Klingons to come on screen. 283,000. Romulyan, 330. So what I can tell you now is I have enough faction credits to actually get a Nova. I have enough faction credits to actually get a Nova. Shame that the blueprints are not available to me until I reach Ops 50. So I just keep building them up. But this is where I say that free-to-play have an advantage over spenders who are spending vast amounts of money to get the new stuff and everything. Me, taking my time, by the time I get to the 50, I'm going to have enough credits to actually buy the G5 Uncommon like that. Not a problem. I could probably buy all three. So, save me for the Enterprise D. A little bit confused there, Damien, but okay. Save them. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Enterprise D is definitely on my list. It's definitely on my list. But it's a long way away. A long way away. Let's see how this goes down. 50 years. Now, not that long. Believe it or not, I should think over the next couple of years, G5 is going to get cheaper for you to be able to progress through it a bit faster. I mean, G4 was exactly the same. When it first came out, it was expensive. It was going to take free-to-play ages. In fact, free-to-play could barely do anything in it. And then it just got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. To the point now, free-to-play can literally shoot through G4. It'll still take you a decent amount of time to get through it. But it's not taking you like a year just to do one level. It'll take you a year just to do a couple of levels. So G5 will end up in the same boat soon enough over the next couple of years. So I could have a G5 Epic by the middle of 2025. Nope, I lost again. Okay. I got plenty of directives. Oh my God, that was even worse. That was even worse. Last one left me was 71 million. I left him with 203 million. My Lord. That's even worse. You lost. You went all power. Are you punching up? Yeah, I was punching up. Okay, Mark, thanks for joining us, buddy. And you have a good Christmas too, buddy. I say we're going to be wrapping up the stream soon anyway, so because I need to put all the Christmas presents I've got hiding back into the corner here. So yeah, I mean that's. But yeah, so that's the Borg cube, and that was trying to fit with Isogen on it as well. I'm actually curious though. Did we actually get off the increasing the shots by 100, the double shots. So Chakotay by 100%, which means when the Borg cube fires. Oh, the Borg cube immediately took a 2.4 million hit. So what we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's only 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, sorry. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, so that's still 24 shots. That is still 24 shots. But the cube's already taken heavy damage. I mean, that's a 6.6 million. Right, so he's received 5 million there. The Newton took the shot on that one. Newton. Kelvin. So there's an extra... An extra 2 million there. So that's 7 million. Another 2 million there, so that's 11 million. 9 million. So the cube already, the first round, is taken and 9 million in hits. So 9 million, 3, 3, 4, 4. Probably. I mean, he's at 30% now. I'm not quite sure how often that would actually trigger. In all honesty. I'm not quite sure how often that would actually trigger. Let's have a... I'll tell you what we'll do. Just trying to think. Right. So what I'll do. So we've got 30% chance. And I'm not going to go stupid with this one. Right. Let's see if oh crap, just realised what crew. Oh fuck, I've not put the normal crew back on. Never mind. Let's just see how often Neelix actually does proc at 30%. I mean, it's a far cry from 100, but I think tier 4 is a 50% chance of proccing, which is a hell of a lot better. All the best, Brian. Merry Christmas, buddy. Right, so we'll make this the last combat, and then we'll go through the battle log. 60%. Okay, yeah, so that's even better than 1 in 2 chance. So we'll go through the battle log after this, and then obviously we'll call it time on tonight's show. But moving forward, obviously, I'll be looking at doing the streams on a Wednesday, so it's not to collide with Lube. So for those of you who like to listen to Lube shows as well, obviously you get the chance. I will say that Rev Juice is live on Twitch right now. He's going through what game was it? He said he was going to go through Baldur's Gate 3. So he's doing that right now. Oh, hello. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, bugger off. That's it. But he will be doing STF. He will be doing Star Trek Fleet Command a bit later. And it's nice to hear that he's actually hosting Ripper as well. That Ripper's actually going out to spend some Christmas with him. That's actually nice to hear. Given the fact that Ripper's not had a good few months. Did the Kelvin actually take any damage there? That kind of says a lot, doesn't it? Right, so let's have a quick look at this battle log then. Let's see how often Neelix actually procced. Oh, hang on. Have I clicked the wrong bloody button? How could I click the wrong button? What do you mean, what am I doing? So we've got 18 rounds, and Neelix hasn't procced yet. So second round, still no Neelix. Still no Neelix. Okay, so round 4, and we still not got a Neelix proccing. Oh, there he is. So far it's taken 5 rounds to get him in. And obviously it only works for 1 round. So round 5 had burning in it. Here we go. And this is round 9. Oh, right, okay. Oh, you're at work, mate. Okay. Yeah, we're just quickly showing off Neelix's 30% burning. And so far we've got 2 rounds where he's actually procced. Okay, so there's a 3rd round, and that's round 14. And I was just about to say my screen's frozen out again. Round 17. So there we go. So we've procced again. So that's 4 times we've got him to proc so far. Oh, there's a 5th. There's a 5th in the final round. So 5 times he's procced in an 18 round match. So if you actually look at the average, you're actually looking at just below 30% actually. So if you wanted to base it on 5/18, yeah, 20 is actually a proc rate there of 27%. I'm only using Neelix for summoning. Yeah. But I thought I'd just put him on and just see how he does on a proc rate. So, but there we go. So we're looking at around about actually 27% proc rate. But this is just one Armada you'd have to run. I'd have to run like load of Armadas just to get a more ideal see on how often he procs. But anyway, so thank you for joining me, everyone. I do apologise that there was no stream last week, but obviously bring it in this week. Don't forget to click the like button on the way out and smash the join button if you wish to become a channel member. That obviously does really help the channel. Donation links are in the description down below, along with the link for the Discord as well. So come along, join the Discord. But until then, have a safe and happy Merry Christmas. And I shall catch you probably on the 27th, hopefully. But until then, I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show. Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay safe, live long and prosper. And I shall catch you on the next one. Goodbye.